The hottest pop culture stories of the day. Like Andy Cohen finally has to speak out because Lisa Kudrow came for him on Watch What Happens Live. Plus, Britney's reps are saying she didn't not have a knife, but I swear she almost wasn't barking like a dog. And Jason Biggs and his wife get a divorce. This is Hot to Go. I'm Brittany.
And I'm Mike.
And Andy Cohen, as you remember, Lisa Kudrow went to a real place of the Richards sisters. She said, I've been watching Bravo. I've been watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And just like Kim Richards did in Amsterdam, she says, you don't want me to talk about it. You don't want us to talk about the husband. And at the time, Andy kind of was like, I don't know what you're saying, because she mentioned some Sprinter vans and some editing problems and lies and deceit. And Andy was like, okay, well, Andy has a podcast. And so finally he addressed it.
It blew up that people were saying she was calling me out on like fakery on the show.
Because she said, you don't want to hear what I want to say.
Yeah, exactly.
But then what was the Sprinter van?
Well, so basically, it was when Dorit, Erica, and Kyle were in that little town.
Yeah.
And they had that huge fight,
Yeah.
and Dorit said, screw you, and got in the Mercedes van and left. And what Lisa was pointing out was there was another Mercedes van there, so they weren't stranded.
Well, that's what I... Go ahead.
So I reached out to the showrunner to say, like, what's the deal? Because Erica and Kyle were very... I mean, I remember hearing from production, like, whoa, Dorit stranded them in town. The other car was the crew vehicle that was taking the crew somewhere else and took the crew somewhere else. So Kyle and Erica then called the house to ask for a ride back. They called the house, and that's why the van that had just dropped off the crew then returned to get Erica and Kyle. So Erica and Kyle walking on the street waiting for the van, that was real, and they were standing there waiting for the van for some time. I don't know how long the ride was, but the van had to go to the location and then back to get them. So this isn't really it's not even that interesting.
He's right.
He is very right. Yeah. It's really not that interesting at all, Andy. In fact, you're just saying way too much.
Yeah, I think it's one of those funny things where I saw all this go down. I remember when this episode happened, and on my algorithm, of course, all things conspiracies, all things Real Housewives popped up. And I remember being like, yeah, that probably is the van they took, and that probably wasn't meant for them, and they probably were in a place of, well, now we're using that van. They were in this like tiny little town in Italy.
Yeah.
So the main takeaways are, first off, Lisa Kudrow, couldn't love you more.
Huge fan.
Huge fan. She's a huge fan of Real Housewives. So much so, she's like in it. She's like in it. And then on top of it, like coming for Andy was masterpiece. Andy not clocking it at the time, also fun. And like being at a place of like the internet is so worked up by this, I have to address it. Love this. I love all of these things.
I get he had to address it, but also the way he addressed it, and just because you could even tell at one point, I don't know who the person is that's on his show with him, that person was going to say something, and he literally, you could just see it, but you could hear what happened. The guy starts talking, and he goes, like, you could tell
I
he
have
put
to
his hand
finish
up,
this,
like, stop, I've got this prepared, let me finish this, and he continues his 2-minute long his 2-minute long explanation of what happened, and it's just like, Andy, you're just doing a little too much. Like, as somebody who gets the drama and gets the beauty of reality television, like, it's okay for us to have some conspiracy theories and just to have some like, oh, this was whatever. But I think you brought up the point that I guess this became a pretty big storyline in like the reunion.
Yeah, I think it was more around the idea that Dorit would leave them, you know, like, and if it was they already had a different car waiting for them, it wouldn't been so effective and to convey how mad Dorit was. If she was like, oh, you can take that van. That's not very dramatic. In theory, a reality show, they get brought out by this van. In theory, they're all supposed to get back in that van and go back home. So like, I'm sure they did have to wait around 20 minutes where they figured out, well, can you guys come in this van? This is technically behind the scenes. And, like, they're not supposed to, this isn't part of the show. And they probably had to honestly put cameras in it. They probably had to equip it with cameras quick as well. So, you know, I agree. And I also think it does drive me nuts when you go, oh, we've been waiting for this answer, and somebody's coming in who doesn't even know the scenario. Like, no, I will say, let Andy speak.
Exactly. Let him talk.
Let him cook.
So he did, and he gave his explanation, and we all, I don't know, thank you for that, Andy.
We needed it. We just needed to know that Lisa Kudrow is as invested as I am, and that's the number one thing.
That was our big takeaway yesterday, and I think that's all we're just going to leave it here right now. But
I love that.
That storyline. That very, very, very real reality storyline is just that. It's very, very real. Just ask Andy.
Just ask Andy.
Speaking of very, very real and storylines, and there's so much to do here. What I'm going to do is we're going to talk about Britney Spears' night last night, because depending where you read and what you read, you're going to have a very differing opinion. I'm going to start with with what we saw first, which was from TMZ. So let me go ahead and give you some details, and then I'll let you, Brittany, react once I let you know both sides of the story.
Okay.
Because Britney Spears caused chaos at an L.A. restaurant. According to TMZ, their sources say that Britney Spears enjoyed a night out with friends at a local L.A. restaurant. It happened to be the Blue Dog Tavern in Sherman Oaks Wednesday night. They grabbed a corner table, her, a man, and a woman. And then witnesses said there were moments where Britney was raising her voice, screaming, and even barking at times. The witnesses described the vibe as chaotic and kind of sad, even though she still looked cute.
What
They wanted to include that in there for sure.
Even though she still looked cute, honestly, saving grace. Because as somebody who would also want to just make sure that that was in there as well, got it.
At one point, a restaurant patron tells us that Britney walked by their table holding a knife, sparking fear that she might accidentally stab someone.
Oh, my God.
That was it. We're also told the singer lit a cigarette inside near the door, prompting staff to intervene and have her put that out. And as for the food, Britney ordered a burger and fries and barely ate it.
Wait, but what was she eating? And did she look cute?
A burger and fries. She was looking cute.
But barely ate
it. She was just mostly picking at the fries. Plenty of food was left over. So that's what we got as the story as we came into work today.
It's haunting. All of that is very haunting. Like, oh my God, that's a lot. That's a lot of things that are happening. Is everyone okay? What's going on?
Well, Britney Spears reps took to people to give their response of what actually happened in this report, claiming she was erratic and there was a scene that was caused. They said in a statement that Britney was enjoying a quiet dinner with her assistant and her bodyguard. She was simply telling a story about how her dog was barking at the neighbors. At no point did she put anyone in danger with a knife. She was simply cutting a hamburger. This constant attack of everything she does is exactly what happened 20 years ago when the media tried to depict Britney as a bad person. This is ridiculous, and it needs to stop now.
Okay, I will say this. She's so crazy that norms would think what she's doing. Like, and I mean, as somebody who also, like, I've been accused of being a lot of things, and I'm not an eighth as out there as Britney Spears. I just recently got told to quit yelling as I was excitingly telling somebody about something. So, like, I do get it.
With a knife in your hand.
Yeah, of course. Always. Like I was just cutting up Go-Go's Dino Nuggets. And I was so excited to tell them about the Real Housewives of Rhode Island. I do understand that, like, her behavior can be looked at as erratic and scary. But I also believe that that's probably just her.
Yeah. And I also believe that the tabloids are doing what the rep said. There is some truth to each side of this, and I think we have seen this for 2 decades now of Britney just being vilified for existing, and I think that's what happened here.
I think that's what happened there. It's also like it's not illegal to bark at people.
No, especially if you're telling a story about a dog.
Yeah, right. Like, I'm sorry that you're good at storytelling. That the imagery was so amazing that people went to a place of, are you real, dog? And
you're at the Blue Dog Tavern. If you don't expect some barking while you're eating at the Blue Dog Tavern, I don't know what to tell you.
Right? Like,
that's just how it works.
Also, like, it's just being like, I don't know if she's got any Italian in her, but man, just talking with your hands. Maybe you got a knife in your hand. That's not your fault.
I just love the fact that she cut her burger, and then according to, if you put both these stories together, she cut her burger, then decided to get up to, I don't know, have a ciggy, and then walked by a table with a knife in her hand, like, you better watch out. I might accidentally stab you. And then she went and had her cigarette.
And to be clear, barely ate her burger.
No, she didn't even touch the burger. She just cut it in half.
I also go, I think at that point, you're almost performative, and like maybe you can't relax and eat. Why are we eating in public?
True.
This seems like she's a liability in the way that, like, I'm not saying take that from her or anything, because that's not fun either. But it's just like you go, this is a very vulnerable person right now. Protect her. Maybe if she's walking around with a knife, remind her to go set the knife down. I don't know. Like, somebody have her back. If I had her back, I'd be like, Brittany, we can go in for a little bit and have like some ice cream, but then we're gonna eat our main meal in like some other place. I don't know.
This is a perfect example of you can see the same thing happen, and just depending on how the headline reads, it could read so very differently. So I don't know. I wasn't there. I wish I was. That would have been a scene. But I was not there at the Blue Dog Tavern.
I would have been in heaven. I would never report to anybody except like I would be like, yes, tell me the story about the dog.
We have got a story of a good love story and a not so good love story. Let's start with the not so good love story, because we just found out that Mr. American Pie himself, Jason Biggs, a big fan of pie, huge fan of pie. He has recently announced that he is splitting with his wife of 18 years, Jenny Mullen.
They've got littles too, right? 12 and
8. Yeah. Sid is 12 years old. Laszlo is 8 years old. They released a statement saying that they remain on great terms and are excited for and focused on co-parenting in this statement that was also obtained by People.
Oh, that breaks my heart. Like, he really, he just came out recently and was talking about how he was hardcore in his addiction when he'd first gotten married. Mm-hmm. And I think it was almost 10 years into his marriage when he had finally gotten sober. And like, really, it just seemed like the honesty that they had around that. And they'd have these two littles, 12 and 8. What a bummer. Yeah. I think that this is a really big bummer. But you reminded me that they had some stories in the public that weren't and necessarily aligned with the perfect marriage that I put them in. This
was an amazing reminder of what happened, because you may remember that, or maybe you don't, and I'm happy to tell you this wonderful story, because who we just mentioned, his wife, Jenny Mullen, actually joined the cast of The View back in 2014. So we're talking 12 years ago.
Okay.
She was on The View because she was promoting her first book. And in that book, she talked about the marriage with Jason Biggs, their marriage. At this point, they had been married for, what would it have been, 6 years at that time?
Yes.
And the idea that just talked a little bit about everything the two of them went through, and even gave us some very interesting details about a surprise a birthday party to which they hired a sex worker.
Okay.
To join in on the festivities.
All right. I don't know if that always equals super happy marriage.
Well, I don't. According to Jason Biggs, because what happened was Jenny Mullen came on this show and talked about this with the cast of The View. By the way, one of the cast members that day happened to be Candace Cameron Bure, and she made it very clear, and the way she reacted, and also later on saying, I don't know how hiring a sex worker for your husband is funny, and I didn't find that segment to be funny at all. It became a thing with her and Jenny McCarthy.
It's not funny. The way that they did it, I will say that. I mean, I can agree that's not the great marriage advice I would give, but like, if the story makes you lull, it makes you lull.
And I guess it took a few times if you read the stories, because
God.
I guess they hired a sex worker and it didn't necessarily go as planned. They tried it again, and again it didn't go as planned, and they tried it one more time. And when I say not go as planned, I just mean Jason, says you have a mindset, like what the experience is going to be like. You have an idea of what the experience is going to be like. And he said by the end, it was literally just me and this sex worker attempting to, do what you do. And his wife was sitting on the other side of the bed eating potato chips and laughing at him.
Oh, no.
And needless to say, it was a bit of a struggle at that point. So I don't think it ever was a successful endeavor. what they tried to do, but it just reminded me of that absolute wild story that Jason Biggs' wife said to the ladies of The View back in 2014.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know if that, hearing that, I go, okay.
Now it makes a little more sense to you?
I just don't know. Maybe, that happened a long time ago, but
12 years ago. Their marriage made it 12 more years after that.
I'm intrigued. Let me just say that I'm intrigued. It's definitely not the marriage I thought it was, but is any marriage the way you thought it was?
I'll just say, if you're doing that 12 years ago, that's happened again. That wasn't the one.
That's what I didn't want to say. I was thinking in my head, I was like...
Oh, no. There was a whole blind item narrative today about the fact that this was a lifestyle that they maybe were enjoying, and maybe she enjoyed it to the point that she found somebody she liked a little bit more than him.
Ooh.
I don't know. We'll have to see if that actually is the truth and if we get any more details. But very wild story there for Mr. Jason Biggs.
So wild.
That's the bad love story. We got a good love story because guess what?
What?
Laney and Duck are hitched.
Laney and Duck.
No, that is not the next storyline for season of Dutton Ranch or anything, but it sounds like it. Laney Wilson, who was actually a star on Yellowstone, has officially married her former NFL player, former quarterback fiance, now married husband, Devlin Hodges. He goes by Duck.
They are so beautiful.
They are. They just posted this like within minutes ago. I actually just pulled this up because we just finally got the pictures, and those wedding photos are amazing.
They're amazing. Also, they got married, like the venue's like a cave.
Mm-hmm.
They're in like an actual cave. They look so happy, so cute. I'm obsessed.
There's a little bulldog involved, a little Frenchie involved. Oh, yeah, that cave where everyone's sitting. Oh, my goodness. Where was that at?
I don't know.
Ruskin Cave, Tennessee.
My old neighbor, Carrie Heller, she liked this post, so I'm going to like it too. Carrie,
like it.
We both like this post. Doesn't it crack you up when you see somebody who, like, likes like some celebrity post? You're like, all right. Well, if Carrie likes it, I'll like it.
You're into that, Carrie?
Carrie likes
I got a radio show? We talk about celebrities all the time?
She does.
Like Laney and Duck?
She does know that.
So if you want to go check out the pictures, they're over on Instagram. But again, one of the biggest country stars in the world right now, and her husband officially married.
They are so freaking cute.
They're adorable.
Yeehaw.
It's hot to blow.
At this point, we head on over to Mike Ganger. He is our blind item expert. What secret on the internet might be the next to blow?
This might be the most controversial thing I've ever brought to Hot to Blow, Brittany. No, this is not alleging that Jason Biggs' wife may have found another man while they were swinging. No, I never said that. This is more controversial than that.
I am terrified.
I am about to take the name of an EGOT winner and drag it through the mud.
No!
Now, again, I do have to remind you, this is the blind items talking, not necessarily me talking.
I think I know a couple. Whoopi Goldberg is an EGOT winner.
Nope, it's not Whoopi.
Okay.
We've got an EGOT winner that recently just released a book, a memoir. Liza Minnelli.
Oh, no, don't come for Liza.
I have to because she's forced us to. 80-year-old Liza Minnelli, according to a bunch of people who are now demanding their money back. Buyers of Liza Minnelli's memoir are claiming they were not signed by hand. Now, keep in mind, you may say, okay, I'm not an autograph person. I really don't care. They paid $250 for a premium edition of Kids Wait Till You Hear This that were supposed to have signatures on them from Liza Minnelli. The problem is all of the signatures are, quote, unnaturally identical, believing that she actually signed them all with an auto pen.
Oh, no.
Liza,
your lies are catching up with you. Okay, let me see them. I'm going to look at them.
you look at them. Apparently, and then there's even like a smiley face, and like you can't just recreate that smiley face perfectly every single time. Like this is absolutely an auto pen.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yep, that's an auto pen.
That is, and for those
It's
who
a
don't,
stamp.
For those who don't know, yeah, there's this pen that just basically it's automatic. You just set it and you sign it one time, and then it just automatically does the signature for you. And it's been used in the past for celebrities, and people have been called out for it. And right now, we've got an 80-year-old EGOT winner, Liza Minnelli.
I also think if you really thought you were going to get Liza signing all of those, you don't know Liza well enough. She's not going to do that.
Then you shouldn't be offering them for $250 and say they're signed by her. That should just not be on the table.
I know.
Like, I think there should be a setting too on the auto pen where it's just like, okay,
Change it up a little.
Make this one bad. Like,
Yeah.
do the same thing, but just make it a little worse.
Yeah, like we are in a point where
There's
it wouldn't be
fatigue
that
built in.
hard to be like, yeah, angle it weird. Don't put smiley on every fifth one. Make the smiley wonky on some.
So
Why did you add the smiley?
yeah, the smiley little face that
That was
does
a
not
weird
help.
one.
Because he's even got like a little one strand of hair on this little smiley face. So again, your hot to blow story today is that Liza Minnelli is lying
Liza.
about these autographs on this $250 version of her memoir. Are you an autograph person, Brittany?
I am not an autograph person.
So you wouldn't be shelling out the extra cash for the autograph version of her memoir.
Not of Liza's, not of Taylor Swift. I have acquired, I don't know, I think 3 signed Taylor Swift things, one from our own listener, Phil. All of them are different. Again, because Taylor Swift is my mom animal. It's the thing people get me because they know that I like it.
Yeah.
So I have a signed Eras Tour thing, and then a signed my favorite album, Tortured Poets Department, that different friends have given me. I've never bought them in my life, and I have them hanging up because I'm like, how cool, how beautiful, how nice of somebody, and it makes me think of that person who gave it to me more than the thing. But no, autographs do nothing for me. How about you, Mike?
Not really. No, I'm not. Not really. If I'm walking up to you and you're a celebrity and I've got a piece of paper and a pen, I'm probably just going to be like, if you're even in a position where you want to be approached, if it feels like that, I might just say hi to you, shake your hand type of a thing.
Yeah.
Love your work. I don't need an autograph. No.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Like, especially like on a random thing. Do I just keep it forever?
Mm-hmm. You keep it, you put it in your desk, and then eventually you throw it away.
Yeah, I'd probably accidentally write like a grocery list on the back of it, knowing me.
That was the Taylor Swift autographed grocery list.
Oh.
All right, so there you go. If you spend the $250, just be aware that there are a lot of people fighting to get that money back. I'll ask Bradley Traynor from the Bradley and Dawn Show from noon to 3 if he got the autographed version of it.
You know what book I might buy?
What's that?
Lena Dunham's.
Ooh.
I've been reading like little like excerpts from it, and I don't know, man. It feels like it just aligns with so many things I've watched that she made. That I meant behind that might be an interesting read. I know.
She's like the most polarizing celebrity in the world.
I know. People hate her and people love her.
And there's nobody who has no opinion on her.
No. And I love her work. And I like when she mixes things up. I like when she's blunt. I guess I would fall in the camp of loving her, but like it's not like I'm a defender. Like I don't want to convince anybody who is really triggered by Lena Dunham.
For sure. All right, so there you go. Get your autograph version, or don't if you want to save the $250 for an auto-penned version of it.
Zip, 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 zip. That's what I imagine they sound like. Zip, 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 zip.
Checks
Next
out.
one. Okay, listen. If you divorce a man, by law, he should not be able to sing at you.
It depends who it is.
No, I think once you've divorced somebody, they don't have to sing at you and you don't have to be sung to.
Okay.
Well, Tish probably felt that way. As you know, Tish is Miley Cyrus's mom, and she looks just like Miley Cyrus. You would definitely know if Tish Cyrus walked into the room.
Do you remember that one person who was like, no, I'm actually Miley Cyrus's mom? Do you remember that? There was a lawsuit?
Yes.
Yeah. No, you're not.
You're not.
Tish is.
Because we have
We
eyes.
all know that.
We have eyes, and we can see that Tish is definitely Miley Cyrus's mom. So Tish had a big old birthday, and she's turning 64.
Okay.
No. She's not 64. She's sick. Oh, gosh. How old is she?
She's 60.
Is she 60? Because I'm like, I knew it was like a milestone one. Anyways, Billy Ray Cyrus was like, you know what? I'm going to sing her a song. So he sang her a song. And to that I go, she shouldn't have to experience that.
She shouldn't. And you know what? She also, she just turned 59. Sorry.
Okay.
She's not quite 60 yet. This article did a really good job of not only giving us the age of Billy, but also of his now girlfriend, Elizabeth Hurley.
Hurley.
She's 60, so it got very confusing very quickly. But no, she just turned 59 years old.
59.
Yep.
So Billy Ray was like, you're going to want this song.
No.
No, she doesn't.
We've all heard Billy sing recently.
Yeah.
And
When
we wish we didn't.
the backtrack went out while he was singing
Old Town Road.
Old Town Road. And keep in mind, what's his name wasn't there.
Yeah.
It's escaping my brain.
Mm-hmm.
One, one of the most popular singers in the history of the world.
Lil Nas X.
Lil Nas X wasn't there. So it was literally Billy Ray singing it. And let me tell you,
It was real bad.
if people would have paid for that event, which they didn't, they would have said, I want my money back.
Yes.
His voice is not melodic. It is not the voice of ours. Like, it wasn't even when he was in his prime. Like, Billy Ray's fun, and he's got a good voice. Hey, Mike.
There was some good. Don't
Good.
tell my home. My
Good.
icky breaky heart. I'll
Good
listen to
voice.
that. You take the backtrack off of that. I'll listen to icky breaky heart.
I said good,
yeah.
but not like he's not like you're going, wow.
He's done some good country love songs.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And like, the kind of campfire-y song that you can sing along to. By no means are you like, Billy Ray, that voice, let me tell you. But maybe, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Well, I'm not, because I listened to his song that he sang for Tish. No, thank you. Hard pass.
I'm trying to pull up some audio if I can get him singing.
It's
but
not great.
It's not good. It's not worth it.
No, do it. He said he dedicated this to Hannah Montana Nation and then noted that happy birthday, Tish. Ready, set, don't go. Because he wrote it for her. Maybe when we get back. Or here.
I gotta like it or not. She got dreams too big.
Okay, you're right. Sorry, I spoke. My bad. No, he should
The
not
part you
be
played
singing.
I was kind of into. I was like problematic. Hey, if Tish shouldn't have to listen to Billy Ray Cyrus,
problematic,
throw
man.
it in the comments section. I want to know, because Hot to Go is on YouTube, and we love to hear your comments.